Okay, let's start. So today I am going to explain you a real industrial based project. Okay, and this project is for that people, that person, that engineer who is working as a associate project manager in Ai/ML platform. Okay, so because you are showing yourself as an associate project manager in Ai/ML, so when you go in a company, so you will the interviewer will ask this question, like give us one project where you work from scratch, because you are showing yourself as a manager, bro. So they are not going to ask about normal question or normal technical question. They will ask scenario based question, behavior question. Okay, so that's why they will definitely ask a project. So today I am going to explain you a complete project from scratch for Ai/ML. Okay, and as a associate project manager. Okay, if I am explaining this project, it doesn't mean like only uh, project manager has worked in this project. Multiple people can work, but the role and responsibility I will discuss in this project, that will be totally for associate project manager. Okay, so the project is predictive maintenance system using AI/ML for manufacturing equipment. Okay, so what is this project? Means you are creating or building one predictive maintenance system using AI/ML, and why you are building this project? For manufacturing equipment. Okay, and what is the main goal of this project? The main goal of this project is, let's suppose your company is manufacturing one equipment. Okay, and while manufacturing, your company face lots of different kind of issues. Okay, sometimes uh, let's suppose your company is manufacturing a phone, example, a mobile phone. Okay, and while manufacturing a mobile phone, your company face lots of problems, or maybe lots of functional issue, or maybe lots of system based issue. Okay, so to resolve that issue, your company takes so much time. To first, they will gather the information about the issue, about the problem, okay, about the failure. Then they work on that failure. Then they get the idea how we can resolve, and then they resolve. But now your company want to build a system, a proper AI/ML based system, where if any kind of issue will come while manufacturing the equipment, so this system will automatic gather the information, automatic get the issue, automatic get the failure, and forecast you. Forecast means show you in a system, or in a mail, or in a chat, or in a somewhere, or in a any kind of third party platform. Like while manufacturing this equipment, you are facing this issue. You have to work on this. And how they will get those information? By a log data. By a log data. Whatever logs your system is generating, your this predictive system will go there. They will collect all the logs. They will, in the backend, in the AI/ML platform, in the AI/ML process, that logs will be work ML will work on that logs, and then they will find the failure, and then they will give you exact failure information. Okay, so this kind of system you are building right now, you are a predictive maintenance system using AI/ML for manufacturing the equipment. Okay, so this was the goal, bro. And this.
So, one second, bro. Let me tell you what I understood. See, we are building a product. Okay, we are building a product, and if there any failure happen during the building process, this our product will help us to prevent that failure.
Correct. It will predict the issue, the problem, the failure. Okay, You can say it will prevent also. Okay, this is the summary about the project. Okay, now they will ask what was your team structure, because you are a manager, bro. Definitely you are handling so many member in a team, right? So then they will ask you about the team structure. Then what you will tell? Okay, if you are showing yourself, CJs, as a uh, project manager, sorry, project manager, the associate project manager, just tell me what team structure coming in your mind right now.
For this project, there is an Ai&Ml engineer, there might be a data scientist, there is a UI UX designer, then MLOps for deploying the project MLOps team.
Why AI? Why UI UX will be there, bro? I'm just asking, like, counter question.
If there any front end development, if there
Okay.
any front end development, then you UI UX developer is needed, right?
Hmm. But you are building a system, right? In this system, do you think like there will be a front end part also?
I think this one doesn't have a front end part, right?
No, no, you don't have to tell like this. You have to respond what you think. I'm not asking about us.
One
Okay,
second.
leave it. I will explain. Okay, okay, okay. So let me tell you what will be the team structure. The team structure will be first one, product owner. Okay, you multiple people tell this. The client also. The client. Product owner means client. Okay, who is client in this project? Who will be the client? A manufacturing company stakeholder. Okay, we are building system for them now to
Ah,
get the equipment failure information. So manufacturing company stakeholder, that will be the project product owner. Then next will be project manager. Okay, and project manager who will work on coordination with the client. Okay, who will work on the planning, who will work on the tracking, project tracking, what, where is the project right now, who is working on that, what has done, what has not done, like that. Okay, second will be project manager. Third will be data engineer. And this profile, project manager means you. It's you, okay?
okay.
This is your part. Second one is your part. Third is data engineer will be there, okay? Who will work on data pipeline and infrastructure in this part, okay? Then fourth will be ML engineer, okay? Why ML engineer? For model development. Model development is also important here, okay? Then there will be DevOps engineers,
DevOps or MLOps?
DevOps. Why this DevOps will be there? For CI/CD deployment, for CI/CD and deployment part, they will take care. Okay. Then there will be front end developer. Why front end developer? For dashboard visualization. They will create one dashboard, na? They will work on one dashboard. They will create one dashboard where we can go and we can see how much failure is there, what is the issue, what is the problem. Everything will be there to visualize the thing. Okay. Then there will be one QA engineer. QA engineer. QA for testing and validation. Okay, this will be your team structure, bro. Okay, this much of team member will work there. Product owner will be there, project manager will be there, data engineer will be there, ML engineer, DevOps engineer, front-end developer, QA. Okay, then then your interviewer will ask what was your tech stack, what tech stack you have used by that time. Okay, now what tech stack will be there? That also I'm giving you, bro. You can write these things in your laptop, in your system, in your notebook.
Okay, okay, I'm doing.
This thing they ask in an interview. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, what tech stack you have used? So for data source, you have to use something. Okay. So there is uh, lots of options to use a tool for data sources. First one is IoT sensors, and second one is PLC logs. This is also a one software, one tools you can use uh, for sourcing the data. Okay. Then second one is a storage. For storage, what do you use? Take so you can use Azure Data Lake if you are working on Azure, or you can use AWS S3. Okay, this storage you can use, and pipeline also you have to implement. So for pipeline, what you will use? You can use Apache Workflow, or you can just explain. Don't explain Apache and all. Just explain Azure Data Factory you have used.
Not actually AWS. Focus AWS.
In AWS only, you will get the Airflow. So Airflow, okay, pipeline will be Airflow. Then ML model also for the tech stack. Okay, so which type of model you have used? So there is multiple kind of model building services or tools are there, like scikit-learn is there, XGBoot is there, TensorFlow is there. Anyone you can use. So I'm just typing for now TensorFlow. Okay. Then for dashboard, what services or what tool you have used? So you can say Power BI I have used, or Streamlit you have used. Those two, but Power BI you can mention. Deployment where you have done. So you can say in Azure ML service I have done, or AWS SageMaker I have done. Okay, like that. Then for version control, what you have used? So I have used GitHub. Okay, for version control. And for tracking, project tracking, what you have used? So you have to tell we have used Jira. So this kind of question they ask for. What was the tech stack? Okay, how you were tracking the project? So you can say by Jira. How you were maintaining your code versioning? So GitHub. Okay, like that. Then,
Anything related to Agile?
so this is the agile process only. No, in the starting I told you, no planning. You will you will work on planning and coordination, tracking. This is a agile process.
Oh,
Okay. Then your interviewer will ask what was the duration of the project. So you have
what
to
was
tell
that?
duration of the project, duration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you have to tell 12 weeks.
Sorry.
12 weeks.
So this is
This is one project you have to explain, one project
okay.
in
12 weeks.
in detail. If you
12 weeks
want,
means how many months?
4 to 5 months something,
Okay.
or you can say, bro, 2 years.
2 years, right?
Hmm. Okay. And there was a multiple phase of your project. The first phase was this project was for 2 years, and there was multiple phase of the project. The first phase was requirement gathering. Okay, requirement gathering. What is the meaning of requirement gathering? Means
Gathering the requirement.
yeah, means you are scheduling call with the client. Okay, and conducting client kickoff, like their permissions, you are showing them every tools and technology you are using, their kickoff, their sign off for that tools and everything that you are doing. Okay. Prepare MOM and BRD. What is BRD? You know,
What is BRD?
bro, you are showing yourself as a manager. BRD is very important part for you. Business
BR,
requirement document. Business requirement document. BRD. Okay. And what is the meaning of MOM? MOM.
Business Requirement Document.
What is the full form of MOM? Do you know MOM meaning?
I heard about this one, I forgot it. What is that?
Minutes of meeting. Minutes of meeting. So whatever meeting you are doing with the client, for that you will create business related document and prepare the MOM. MOM means every meeting's information, every meeting's discussion you will keep documented in a document. Okay, that is MOM. This is your task, bro. This is manager task. This is not any other people task. Maybe, and you are showing yourself as an associate manager.
Okay.
Okay. Then what you have to do? You have to create a high level project plan with timeline and delivery state, delivery time. Okay. You have to create a high level project plan for every single step.
High level?
Project plan. This is the first phase things you are working on in the first phase. What you are doing in the first phase, I have told three things. First is schedule and conduct client kickoff meeting. Conduct, schedule with client the multiple meetings, show them a requirement, show them tools you are going to use, show them timeline, everything just show them. Then what they are saying, their response, their things, everything you have to take. Uh, when they have sign off for the project, then only you have to start working. Then for every meeting, whatever meeting you are doing, just prepare MOM for that. And BRE document, you have to create business requirement document. Then create a high level project plan with timeline and deliverables. So these kind of things you are working in a phase one. Okay.
What are the three different, in phase one, what are the three different points? One is requirement gathering, meeting with the client, and second one is business requirement document. What is second project point?
Bro, right, clearly, like first is schedule and conduct client kickoff meeting.
What? One more time.
Schedule or schedule, you can say schedule and conduct client kickoff meeting.
Schedule and
Conduct client
client,
kickoff meeting.
client kickoff
Meeting.
meeting.
Then second is prepare MOM and BRD document. MOM and BRD, business requirement document.
Prepare a BRD and MOM document.
Hmm. Then
Third
third
is
is
high level project.
create high level project plan with timeline and deliverables. With timeline and deliverables.
Deliverables. Okay.
This is the first phase thing, bro. Okay, for the first phase you're working on this part only. Because when you start working on any project, so with client you have to do multiple meetings, multiple discussions. Okay, you have to show them complete team. With complete team, you have to join the meeting. You have to introduce a complete team who is working on which part. You have to show the company, the team will explain what tools and technology we are going to use. So this takes time. Okay, so this is the phase one part. Okay. Second phase is data collection and exploration. data collection and exploration. Means you and your team is working on collecting data and explore the data. Okay. So what will be mainly your task in this? Your task will be coordinate with plant engineers to understand sensor data. Write this, bro. Write this.
Coordinate with the
Coordinate with plant engineers means working engineers or team members. Coordinate with team members
team
to,
members.
to understand sensor data. Then second point is create a data availability checklist.
Create a
Data availability checklist.
checklist.
Hmm. Then align data engineer on expected data schema. Align data engineer
Align data engineer.
on expected data schema. First, you are creating the checklist of like from where you're getting data, which type of data you are
Data
getting,
engineer on expected
data schema.
expected data schema.
Yes. Then you schedule a bi-weekly sprint planning and daily stand-ups. You schedule bi-weekly sprint planning and daily stand-ups.
Sorry, by
Bi-weekly sprint planning means status of the project. What is done, what is pending, this discussion you do
bi-weekly
basically.
sprint
Planning and daily stand-ups.
planning daily stand up.
Hmm. Then
Okay.
track blocker resolution and assign action item in Jira.
What?
Track blocker resolution.
One more time. What?
Track the blocker resolution.
Track the
Blocker resolution
blocker solution.
and assign action item in Jira. Means whatever problem your team is facing, you are getting like this is the problem. In this part we have to work. You can create ticket for them in a Jira for a people for the
And
engineer.
assign
Assign action item in Jira.
items. Some items.
Yes, action
Action.
items in Jira.
Track the blocker resolution and assign action items in Jira.
Yes,
What is the meaning of that?
whatever whatever blockers you got from the data, whatever issue you are getting while working, any kind of issues you are seeing in this whole process, that issues for that you can create a ticket, a detailed informative ticket, and you can post in the Jira to assigning an engineer like please work on this part and resolve the issue. Let's suppose data engineers has deployed some no they have worked on gathering or getting data from multiple sources from your manufacturing system logs, and some data is not perfect there. Okay, some data is not giving correct information, so you have to create ticket for that, and you have to assign to the engineer, please work on this part. We are not getting exact data. We are not getting correct data. Please see whether is the issue, what you have to implement for that. So these kind of things you have to do.
Okay.
So track the blocker. Blocker means whatever project you and your team is working in that project, if you see any blocker, any problem, any issue, for that you have to create a ticket, Jira ticket, and assign to dedicate engineer. Let's suppose that is a DevOps related issue, then you will assign to DevOps engineer. If that is QA based issue, you have to assign to QA engineer, like that. Okay. Then we will come into third phase. What is third phase? Model development. Please type in your laptop, bro, in your notebook, model development. This is the main phase.
Model development.
Hmm.
Okay.
So in model development, what will be your task? First, your task will be ensure data pipeline is in place. Data pipeline means your team is using data pipeline for building the model and deploying the model. That you have to take care. Ensure data pipeline is in place.
Data pipeline in place means data are available or not. Data are ready.
Correct. Then second will be track track model development progress, like training, evaluation, development, everything happening or not. Track model development progress.
Okay.
Then
Ensure data pipeline in place or data source in place. Which one? How do I say that one?
ensure data pipeline is in place. Data pipeline.
Or else I
For
can
data
say,
pipeline, what you are using? Azure Data Factory you are using, right? You see here.
no. We are
Airflow.
I can say
Airflow you are using. Yeah.
Instead of that one, I can say ensure data source is in pipeline. Data source is in place. Ensure data source is in place. I can say like that.
You can say, bro. You can say.
I can say, right? Okay.
Then second was track model development progress.
Okay.
Okay. The third phase is model development.
Bro, what is the client for this project?
Manufacturing equipment organization, bro. Manufacturing equipment company.
Can you tell me what company?
Why you have to say the company name? Don't say that I can't reveal the company name. It's a government-based company. You can say like that. They don't mind.
No. Just for my understanding, can you tell me what company name? Client.
I will, bro. Right now I'm recording session, so I can't say here, but I will send you in the WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
So third phase was model development. I'm thinking, let me type here. You can just click the pictures. Okay.
Okay.
So first will be your task will be first you have to ensure data pipeline is in place, or you are saying data source is in place. Okay. Second thing will be you have to check, you have to track model development progress. Means how they are like how engineers are MLOps engineers are getting data, building model, training model, deploying model. You have to track that things. Okay, this is your responsibility. Third is organize internal demo at the weekend. You can say okay in weekend or something in the weekend or something to check like uh, where like how you are deploying the model, which type of data you are getting, how you are building the model. So you can schedule one demo also to understand their workflow, their progress. Okay. Then communicate with the engineers if they are facing any risk or threshold. You can just communicate risk related issue things with engineer. This also you have to take care. If there is any risk, any problem, so you have to connect with the engineer. You have to uh, understand. Okay, so this is the model development part. Then second part will be model deployment. Second phase means fourth phase will be model deployment. That was development. Now we will come on the deployment part. Model deployment also takes so much time. First you
That is
work on development.
phase model deployment. Model deployment is phase 4, right?
Phase 4. In the phase 4, what will be your task? First task will be align DevOps team on deployment in environment. Okay, mean you have to coordinate with DevOps team, and they have to and you have to tell them like you have to work on this. You have to implement CI/CD pipeline for automation. You have to work on uh, service creation. Like let's suppose you are using Azure ML or Airflow, whatever you are using. You have to create the service. You have to work on deployment. This kind of part, for that kind of part, you have to ask with, or you have to connect with DevOps engineers. Okay, then you have to create test plan with QA team. Okay, like how they will test all everything. Okay, then uh, you can schedule a UAT. UAT, you know UAT. What is UAT?
UAT means different platform, right?
Why different platform?
What is that? UAT testing. What is that UAT, bro?
User acceptance testing.
Yeah, user acceptance testing.
So user acceptance testing means you can just coordinate with the client and tell them like we have deployed a sample things here. Okay, you can come and see we are testing. You if you face any issue as a user, just let us know. We will work on it like that. Okay, or you can first you can give UAT environment, test environment to the client. You can give handover to the client test environment and tell them this is our test environment. Please work on it. If you feel everything is good, then we will move for production like that. Okay, then fourth part will be ensure proper documentation and versioning. Means whatever steps you are doing in model deployment, make sure you are creating documentation for every single step. Why you are creating? Let's suppose next time if you work on any project, so you have documentation, you can follow that documentation and you can deploy the project and you can deploy the model. Okay, or maybe in this project, if in the later some new team member will come, so while providing the KT you have something to show him. Okay, then you can set up monitoring also. Okay, with alert. So in this kind of part you can work. Then what is five? Sorry, phase 5. So phase 5 will be dashboard integration. Okay, like in the dashboard, whatever system maintenance system you are building. Okay, this system will they are going to do. If any kind of issues will be there, they will go and they will pick the issue and they will show you in the dashboard. Okay, so dashboard integration, like finalized dashboard layout with stakeholders. Stakeholders means your client or your team. You can connect with them and you can finalize like which dashboard we can use. We have multiple options. We have Grafana, we have Dynatrace, lots of whole dashboard we have. Which dashboard we can use, or we have to build our own dashboard. Okay, because front end developer is also working there. So ask front end developer how much dashboard you have completed, what is the dashboard, how dashboard look like, so that dashboard with the client and everything. So, so this kind of discussion also you have to do. Means first of all will be finalize dashboard with stakeholder. Okay, then you have to make sure one more thing, that is front end is completed, it's done, testing is also done, everything working fine. Okay, or you can organize a training session also with your client or with your internal team. Like, see, this is the dashboard. Like this, we are getting data. Like this, they are this system is picking data from the this sources, and they are giving us in this dashboard. We can go like this. We can see like this. This kind of thing.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Hmm.
Dashboard integration means that we are creating a dashboard to our system.
Yes, dashboard we are creating. You have hired front end developer also, na?
Yes.
So that front end developer is building a dashboard, complete dashboard. Okay, in that dashboard, you by using API, it will automatically show you the complete like you can say information about the logs, about the data, about the failure of the manufacturing equipment in this dashboard. Okay. Okay. So that dashboard is building by front end developer.
So in dashboard integration, what is my task?
You have to finalize with the client. You have to schedule a meeting with the client, and you have to finalize this dashboard is correct or not. Is there any issue? Okay. Like this kind of things. Then you have to check with your front end developer. Hey guys, you have completed your development. Your testing has been done. What is your final dashboard? So they will give you, okay. Organize training session with the end user. If everything is okay, then organize training with the client, with the team member. Like this is the dashboard. Like this you have to use. Like this you have to check the data. Like this you have to check the information. Something like that. Okay. That is phase 5. And now we come on a final phase, phase 6. What is phase 6? In phase 6, first of all, what will your task? Your task will be create deployment checklist. Create deployment checklist. Okay. Checklist means as a manager, you have to make sure I don't left anything. Everything is up to date. Everything is from scratch. So you will create a checklist and you will check, okay, this part is done, this part is done, model development is done, dashboard development is done, deployment is done, KT is done. Everything you have to make sure. So that's why you have to create a deployment checklist. Okay. Then you have to get sign off from all the stakeholders. Okay. You have to get sign off from all the stakeholders. Your director, your manager, or your senior, from them. Okay. Then you have to make sure training documentation, training document, and any materials is there which you need to share with the client, that is shared with the client, that is handed over. Okay. Shared and handed over. Then you can conduct a meeting with team also, like thank you so much for this project. Okay. And if they have something new project, you can tell them we are having a new project, we have to work on them, like that. Okay. And then in the end you have to send like final report via mail to the client, like we have completed your project, we have we are giving handover to you now, you can work on it, like that. So this things bro you have to do. And if I tell you the you can say day-to-day activity, daily basis activity mainly, which a project manager do. This is also they can ask. Okay, uh, and I will tell you by day by day. Okay, day by day means what Monday they do, what Tuesday they do, like that. So if I talk about project manager day-to-day activity, PM day-to-day activity. So Monday they work on daily stand up, okay, with the team, then sprint planning, okay, Then Jira board, update the Jira.
Bro,
Keep,
bit slow. It's bit slow.
sorry,
Bit slow. Go with the bit slow.
bit flow,
I'm telling you to go bit slow.
bit slow. Okay.
Yeah.
So Monday, what project manager do? They do daily stand up with the team. They work on sprint planning. Sprint planning means mostly in a company we create a sprint for 15 days or for 1 month or for sometimes we create for the week also. Okay. So in this 15 days, what we have to do, what we have to done, this kind of things we will do in sprint planning. Then update the Jira. Update the Jira means in this 15 days, whatever task you have discussed with the team, that task you have to assign to the stakeholders, to the team members. So you will go on up Jira and you will update the Jira things like this is the
That
people.
project manager will do that one, updating the Jira.
Sorry,
Project manager will do the updating the Jira.
you can do or you have some team member, bro. You can ask him to connect with you. With the
Okay.
project manager, always there will be one supportive engineer, no, that will
Yes.
work with you. Okay.
Okay.
Then what will your role in the Tuesday? So Tuesday, your role will be mainly you can say like uh,
Daily stand up.
coordinate with data team for missing features.
Daily
Okay,
stand up will be there every day, right?
stand up will be every day, but Tuesday, except in the stand up, I am saying your task. Okay, coordinate with team members for missing features. Let's suppose in this week they have built this thing and they're explaining to you we have done completed this thing, we have completed these things. Now they're asking what is the now you are observing any problem, so discuss with that problem with the team member engineers. This is the problem, you have to work again on this and you have to resolve this issue like that. Okay, then in the Wednesday, what you can do, what things people do, risk review meeting. Risk review, what is the risk? Okay, they review every risk. This is the risk, we have to work on it. Okay, any blocker is there with QA, blocker with QA, that also you have to take care. Means QA is testing
Risk review
and
meeting with whom?
huh?
Risk review meeting with whom?
With the team member, bro. Why you are daily connect with the client? What see, Monday to Friday, whatever you will work with your team member only. With client, you work bi-weekly to give him update, not every day. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Thursday will be like let's suppose internal demo preparation. Okay, or you can say like all the teams are there. You are discussing with them everything. What is the plan? We have to deploy before time. Everything you can discuss in Thursday. Okay, or you are working on documentation part. You are coordinating with team and checking documentation is done or not. You and whatever we are doing, we have everything in place or not. Whatever meetings we are doing, we have BRD and MOM or not, like this. Okay, maybe Friday, what you can do, you can schedule a client update call every Friday. So you can connect with the client and you can give them update, this part has been done. Okay, you can send the weekly progress report also to them. So this kind of things you can do, bro, uh, from Monday to Friday, 5 days. Okay, maybe every week the things will be different, but like this you can work. And you know what KPIs you have to keep on mind. KPIs. Do you know what is KPIs?
Key performance indicator.
Yes. Some KPIs you have to track, bro. The first KPI will be you have to keep in mind, that is task completion. Completion percentage by sprint means in the sprint, if you are defining something for every week, like You are doing like for 2 years you have project. So for 6 months, this much percent work you have to done, and you have created a sprint for that. The next 6 months, this much percent work I have to done, and then you have created a sprint for that. So that is task completion by script sprint. Okay. Second, you have to uh, the KPIs you have to track, that is model accuracy. Okay. Third will be deployment success rate. Means if you're deploying something, so in one or two try you are successfully deploying. The engineer is not taking so much time for deployment. That is the thing. Okay. Then fourth will be post production issue count. Okay. Then fifth will be stakeholder satisfaction. So this five KPIs also you have to keep track of. You have to keep in mind. Hope you understand to everything. Okay, till now. This
Yeah. Yeah.
this complete things you have to tell in the interview, and how you will explain like in the starting. So in the starting you have to explain like when they will ask like explain me one project from scratch you have managed, and under you have developed with your team. What was your team stack? Everything you have to tell. Okay, so team stack and everything I already informed you. Now how you will start explaining them? So just tell them like I recently worked on a project titled Predictive Maintenance using AI/ML for manufacturing equipment, where the goal was to use sensor data to predict equipment failure and minimize unplanned downtime in a production plant. Okay.
Bro, 1 second. Sorry to interrupt you.
Hmm.
What sort of equipment that we are building?
It's a electrical equipment. I told you, bro. I will send you in WhatsApp. I will send you the detail. I can't say here right now.
Okay, okay.
And my role as an associate project manager was I was responsible for end-to-end project coordination, including gathering requirement from the client, planning the overall timeline and deliverables, coordinating across cross-functional team like data engineers, ML developers, DevOps, and QA, tracking progress through tools like Jira and other tools also is there for maintaining. We can use that also. Then managing risk and ensuring stakeholder communication. This is my role. And if I talk about my technical overview, high level technical overview, so I was worked on data sources like real-time sensor logs from machines, then data pipeline built using Apache Airflow. Okay, then ML model also I have worked like developed using XGBoost to predict failure based on past trends. Then we have created dashboard also like final result visualization in Power BI, and the deployment also we have done. Okay, by any like Azure SageMaker also you can say like that. Then what was my day-to-day activity? So conducting daily stand-up with the team, updating progress in Jira, resolving blockers, example missing data or delay in deployment, scheduling and managing client calls, following up on UAT testing feedback and delivery checklist, documenting key progress and maintaining updated trackers. These kind of things you have done. This kind of things you have to tell in the interview. Then challenges, what have you handled? The challenges I handled was coordinating between ML and DevOps team when deployment failed due to environment mismatches. Okay, pushing for weekly demos to keep stakeholder engaged. Then helping define KPIs like downtime reduction and accuracy threshold with the client. This was your challenges. Okay, you have which you have defined.
Challenges, can you repeat one more time?
First challenge is what? Coordinating between ML and DevOps team when deployment failed due to
Coordinating,
environment mismatches.
coordinating with ML
Bro,
and
I will share you this video, bro. I have recorded the video. You will watch the video, okay?
okay.
Again, I am repeating. First challenge was coordinating between ML and DevOps team when deployment failed due to environment mismatches. Then second was pushing for weekly demos to keep stakeholder engaged. Okay,
Pushing.
for weekly demos to keep stakeholder engaged. Okay, means you are scheduling every week demo, so your stakeholder will be engaged on your work. They will focus on your work, they will prioritize your work.
Bro, second one more time. Repeat. Pushing for weekly demo.
Pushing for weekly demos to keep stakeholder engaged. Then third is helping define KPIs like downtime reduction and accuracy threshold with the client. Okay. And then what was your final outcome? Final outcome was we successfully deployed the predictive maintenance solution within 2 years, achieved 85% accuracy in failure prediction, reduced unplanned machine downtime by nearly 40%, and received positive client feedback for clear communication and risk management. This was your final outcome.
Okay.
Final outcome was we successfully deployed the predictive maintenance solution within 2 years, achieved 85% accuracy in failure prediction. Okay, reduced unplanned machine downtime by nearly 40%, and we received positive client feedback for clear communication and risk management.
Okay. 1 second, bro. I'm getting a call.